Founder of Lost Bites, and I'm going to tell you a story. As you know, there is no doubt we are suffering from COVID-19 pandemic, and we have nowhere to go, and we stuck home cooking a lot. So this is my story about food waste in a week. I feel terrified that I consume that amount of food waste every day and tossing them away in my regular garbage. And it's kind of shameful for me because I care about the environment and I have nothing to do with that. So these are basically the garbage that is going to be really bad because of the freshness, and they are really taken care of like in a bad situation. So what are the statistics here? So that's the rice that I'm tossing away in my apartment. Sorry. So the statistics actually very scary. 40% of food waste are thrown away per year in the US, and it costs us $162 billion. It's enough to feed 3 billion people. That's very scary. Luckily, we have actually converted food waste into energy with a 100%. Will you believe that? Well, it's not true. It all goes to landfills and creates global warming and methane gas. So methane gas is actually much more harmful gas than the carbon dioxide. It's 21 times higher than carbon dioxide that creates pollution in the environment. So what are the actual numbers? 7% of food waste goes to energy conversion, and then 24% of them goes to recycling and composting. And most of them, like 69%, goes to landfills and creates pollution in the environment. So there is no energy conversion. What's the problem? Why cannot solve this? So there is no clean food waste collection system. I have been recently in Amazon and Google. These are their garbage bins, like the composting bins, particularly called organic waste. But as you see inside, there are different types of garbage, like basically trash, nothing organic waste. So as you know, the most intelligent people working in the Amazon and they don't even care or they don't know how to recycle. So how we can actually solve this problem? We can create automated recycling system defined by AI that recognizes waste type and separates the waste. So the second problem is there is no transparent and affordable organic waste recycling system. So we can customize biodigester machine on site to process food waste daily and produce organic fertilizer. So why are the current solutions not enough? There are two possible solutions, which are composting and anaerobic digester plant. They are time-consuming, requires large spaces, and creates greenhouse gases for somehow. Our solution with Lost Bites to install biodigester machine on site and integrate the software and sell organic fertilizer on the food waste process. So our secret sauce is actually integrating software to provide data-driven system. So people actually know the quality and quantity of the fertilizer, basically driven by data of food waste. So why the organic fertilizer is important, right? So we are what we eat. This is a life cycle. And the fertilizer is the nutrition-rich soil that feeds the plant. So plant it has to create like a high nutrition to feed our bodies too. And another benefit of the organic fertilizer is odor absorber and carbon stabilizer to prevent the environment. We actually did 100 interviews with the customers through the combined program, and we found that 30% of businesses regularly track their food waste, 15% of them donate leftover food to food banks, which is good, 48% of collect food waste, but no recycles, and only 7% of them compost food waste only, which is very low numbers. Where are we? We actually have working prototype, which is powered by Raspberry Pi and different type of biosensor that tracks data. And our capacity is 12 pounds of food waste daily to produce 12 pounds organic fertilizer. We are currently, not currently, but we are going to implement the pilot project at NYU Tandon School of Engineering this summer to collect data and produce fertilizer. What are the energy impacts? So if you eat the apple, you're actually having like 100% energy efficiency. Lost spice comes after that. We are creating 60% of energy available. And compost and anaerobic digestion, as you see, is very low. Landfill basically creates pollution, nothing as benefit. So lost spice has 3 times the energy of compost with 50% less emission. Our market expansion is growing with a good numbers, which is 13% by 2025. And we are account for 66% of the fertilizer market in North America and only 5 major players. The organic fertilizer market in North America is quite big, which are $5 billion, and the share of market for low spice is $0.9 billion. So go-to-market strategy, which is for hotel, schools, commercial kitchens for biodigesters, and we are having annual subscription model. And for organic fertilizer, we are focusing on organic farming, wholesalers, distributors like Home Depot to sell our fertilizer for $20 per gallon. Total potential customer in the United States are $6,000 for biodigester. And then we can have a 25% acquisition for low spice customer and have the annual projected net revenue is $30 million for biodigester only. And for the fertilizer, we can create 8 million gallons of organic fertilizer per year, and it results in $163 million net revenue. So these are the team members, and actually we have amazing advisors who help us during the journey. Tiffany, Sergi, George, and Srikar is one of the developers in the company who is helping me to implement the AI system. So why low spice? So we do food waste reduction on site. We are data-driven. We have sustainable product, and we have full transparency in our company. But we look for low spice, we look for B2B partners, hotels, schools, waste management companies, and investors for crowdfunding for seed funds. So I and low spice choose the left side. Which side will you choose? Thank you so much.